Racing to the 2020 Breeders' Cup, and this time let's take a deep dive into the top 8 contenders as we start to look ahead to the Breeders' Cup Distaff. This should be one of the more competitive races on the 2020 card, as many of the Grade 1 winners have stayed healthy in this division, except for Midnight Bassoux. Starting off with the probable race favorite, Monomoy Girl, the 2018 Distaff winner, is back in the game. She's 3 for 3 in 2020 and has some big wins on the card and on the resume. And Monomoy Girl, again, tactical speed and definitely some of the highest speed figures in the field. She's going to be forwardly placed, and she continues to train well. Her most recent workout was on October the 10th, going 5 furlongs in just a shade over 1 minute flat. Swiss Skydiver, she'll take a lot of beating. She proved that against the boys in the Preakness Stakes, going toe-to-toe with Authentic in a stretch-long duel, winning that one by a neck at the end. Got a good ride, saved all the ground, and she lost the Kentucky Oaks. You know, she went a little bit wide that day. They rated her a little bit further back off the pace, but I also think Shedaresthedevil ran just a good race in that race. So I think the loss by Swiss Skydiver and then coming back to win the Preakness, she continues to dance all the dances and run at all the tracks. So she's already ran at Keeneland, running in the Bluegrass Stakes. Swiss Skydiver still considering the Classic as a second option to the Distaff. Shedaresthedevil followed up the Kentucky Oaks victory with a disappointing third in the Spinster Stakes. Never really got into the bit that day. She ran okay, definitely not one of her better races, and you do have to be a little bit concerned if maybe that campaign, the Oaks might have been the top of that campaign for her, and she's maybe going to regress a little bit after that race. See if she can get back and train well this final month before the Breeders' Cup Distaff. Valiance, now 6 for 8 lifetime, 3 for 5 in 2020, picked up that victory in the Spinster Stakes. The daughter of Tappet has the pedigree. Speed figures are a little bit light, and she lacks some of the experience of Monomoy Girl, Vexatious, and even a horse like Shedaresthedevil and the other 3-year-old in this race, possibly with Swiss Skydiver. So Valiance is probably going to be more of a long shot in this spot, but let's wait till we get to post positions, see the track, and see the final field. She does have tactical speed, and she definitely is getting good at the right time. I think there's some more upside to a horse like Valiance. Dunbar Road is one you want to consider. I think the Bell Dame was not her best race. She's been lightly raced this campaign. Off a long layoff, she traced extremely fast fractions. They went 109 and change that day. It was the 1 mile, 1 turn configuration of the Belmont, and so I think she was further back than she wanted to be off that layoff. She made that mid-race move, started to cut into that, but Herologist took advantage of having first run on her, and then late Point of Honor nabbed her for second. I think Dunbar Road is going to improve off that effort, and she is definitely one of the top 5 contenders here in the Breeders' Cup Distaff. Point of Honor did pick up the pieces late in the Bell Dame. She, another one who ran in the Apple Blossom and then also ran late this summer at Saratoga closing ground. So she's a closer. She'll take advantage of the speed duel. I think you will have some possible speed in this race with some forwardly placed runners like Monomoy Girl, Valiance, also with Shedaresthedevil, and if Swiss Skydiver goes, she doesn't need to be on the lead, but she's normally 1 to 2 lengths off that pace, and so the only closer in the race is probably Point of Honor, a true closer. Vexatious upset the apple cart at Belmont when she beat Midnight Bassoux. She lost in her most recent race. That was on the Kentucky Derby Day undercard to Monomoy Girl. I think she's capable of better than that. Been training forwardly since that race, and she's going to go in. She's got a lot of experience. If she can get a lot out of her training, she can sit 4 to 5 lengths off that pace and maybe get the first jump on Point of Honor. Rounding out the top 8 contenders, this race probably is going to get 10 or 11. You've got horses like Herologist and some other ones still considering this field, but Ollie's Candy, you know, she's 0 for 5 this year. She's danced all the dance with CC tabbed her on the line in the Apple Blossom, but she always is forwardly placed, and she seems to get a good trip every time out. It could be her turn to win. We will have to see. Other horses still considering. We've got Speech, we've got CC, and we've got some other horses still deciding whether they're going to go in the filly and mare sprint or the Distaff race. So it should be a competitive Distaff in 2020, headlined by Monomoy Girl, but also Swiss Skydiver, Dunbar Road, Point of Honor, and Vexatious top contenders. Remember, hit subscribe, share this video with other horse racing fans, and leave a comment. Who do you like in the Distaff? We have already taken a look at the top 8 contenders for the juvenile and the juvenile fillies. Watch those videos as we get ready for the 2020 Breeders' Cup.